Hello and welcome to Locator Gaming. I'm continuing on with my playthrough of Sleeping Gods. So we are almost done with the second time through the event deck here. I've only got 3 quests right now. One of them was this Ubzon's Treasure quest. We freed a man named Ubzon, I think that's how you say it, not sure. And he promised to lead us to a treasure hidden in a temple to the south. And I'm pretty sure we freed him right here. So I may actually go down here. I think there's a city down there called Pig Ribs. So I might go to that city first and see if I can pick up some other quests from the city. The cities kind of seem to be like little quest hubs. And then I might actually continue heading back to the west down here because I have this kill the serpent's father thing that I think was on a map. Oh, I think it's down over here. And that might be, so we'll go down south, see if I can get some quests at Pig Ribs, do those, try to do this chains one, and try to do this father one. And then maybe that wraps it up. I'm not sure. So we'll just go ahead and get into it, I guess. I got a lot of command tokens out on the board, so I think I'm going to go to the bridge. That allows me to remove all of these command tokens. And I don't think I have any on any players right now. I would normally get 2, but I'm going to get 3 because I have this ability, Old Sailor. Gain 1 command when you use the bridge. So we get 3. So we're looking good on command tokens at the moment. I don't think I'm going to spend them to put anything on anybody. I was thinking about cooking something to save up some money. Oh wait, let's finish up the bridge first. I get an ability card, so let's see what I draw. It's a 4 with discipline. Discard this, equipped to get rid of a low morale. I wonder if I should do something about the low morale on these 2 guys. I mean, just in case, because Marco could participate in a strength challenge if I wanted him to. So I could put 1 command token on Captain Odessa. And I probably should have done that before I actually took them all off. So I'm gonna do a little takesy-backsy. I'm just gonna say that I did this first before I did the all thing to take this low morale off of Marco, and then when I get to remove all command tokens, I will remove it. And I am going to pay attention. I did see there was a comment where I had made the mistake of pulling tokens off and putting them into my supply instead of the general supply. So I'm gonna try to pay more attention to that. Poor Kanan is still weakened. He's been weakened like almost the entire game. So what I just don't know right now is if I'm gonna go back to port and spend some money to heal and get rid of fatigue, or if I should cook something in addition to that. Maybe I'll just hold off and maybe I'll cook something on the way as I get more fatigue. Maybe we'll see some tests that we got to do from these cards, and there's a savvy test here on the way. Okay, so we're done with the ship action. Let's do the event card. Sea Serpent. From strange depths, a scaly creature bursts from the water. Ongoing at turn end, draw Fate 4+. If I fail, if I don't get a 4, 5, or 6, then I take a ship damage. As an action, I can perform a Strength 7 challenge. If I succeed, I can discard this card. Okay. Well, like I was just saying, we haven't really gone to the galley, so I haven't had to worry about the nesting monsters. Let's just keep that out there. Okay, so let's do an action to travel. I think I'm going to commit Audrey because I want to go as quick as possible. So that's 3 craft and we draw a fate card. For 2 makes 5, so that's only 2 still. Do I want to redraw that? Do I want to redraw that? Let me see something. Let me look at page 9 real quick. See where we're going to enter at. It's all one big thing. So I think we're fine. So we're going to go 1, and now we got to do a savvy check. It's a savvy 5 for 1 ship damage. I think I'm okay with 1 ship damage because I can repair it right now pretty easily. So this is a 5 check. Oh, this is a 6, so we passed. All right, so that's 1 space. Now we get to go 1 more space. Onto page 9. So we end up here. So we got to go 1, 2 more spaces to get to pig ribs. So where's this temple? Oh, I think it's this thing right here. I don't know if it's easier to see zoomed in. It kind of looks like a little temple in the jungle right here. But I want to go over here to see if there's more quests in the area. And now I wonder if I should just try to get rid of this sea serpent, so I don't have to worry about. Well, it is just a ship damage that I can heal off pretty easily. I think I'll travel one more time, and then we'll just deal with this once. So we're not going to commit anybody this time while traveling again. It's a 2. I can only go 1 space. Anything when I travel. Start a combat, explore. Fatigue removed, we get to heal. No. Okay. Oh, the other reason I want to go to port is because I have like 6 or 7 XP to spend also. So, okay, we got to deal with this. This is a strength 5 check. Yeah, sure. Because I'm about to remove a bunch of fatigue off of people when I go to port. I think I will do that. So that's 3 plus 2 is 5. So we don't have to deal about, or we don't have to worry about that ship damage. And that was our second action. So that was a quick turn. We got to deal with this now. We draw fate. It's a 5, so we don't have to take the ship damage from that either. And we just go to the next turn. I think I'm going to go to the deck. So I go to the deck. I'm going to draw a search token. This is a grain and a meat. I'm just going to stop there and take the grain and the meat. I'm fine with that. We get 2 command tokens. And that's it for going to the deck. Is it? It is, yeah. There's a different ability about going to the deck, but I have the bridge one, start a combat one, and command, or explore one. Okay, so we will draw a card. Giant turtle. An Archelon head. Archelon? I don't know. Head emerges from the choppy water. Try to avoid the turtle, 2 ship damage, or attack the turtle for strength 8 to gain a meat. Well, the meat could help with cooking. Strength 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to attack him. So we're going to use Marco for 2. And Raphael for 3, so that's 5. And we need 8, so we got to draw 3 from here. So we got a 4. We defeat the giant turtle, so we get a meat. Okay, so that one is done. Our actions, we're going to travel. We really only need to go 1 space, and of course we draw 5. We're going to go here. Then we're going to Ooh, I wonder if I should do the port action first and get some of these tokens off. Yeah, we'll do the port action and then we'll explore pig ribs. I'm going to pay 4. I'm going to convert 2 artifacts. They're 2 gold each, or 2 coins each, whatever, for the 4 money. So we get to take 1 fatigue. Let me just go around the horn. So one fatigue off of everybody. Okay. 2 health off of everybody. 2 damage, I should say. And then we don't need to do the repair. I'm not going to pay the coin for that. I don't need to pay the coin for any extra healing because I'll get that from food. And we can spend XP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 XP to spend. So what else looked cool in here? Audrey can add more. Marco we could substitute another ingredient, which we also have that power. It's not substitute actually. We get to do 1 less with the cookbook. Audrey doesn't really fight. Oh yeah, this is the deck one. Marco can remove a low morale when we go to the deck. Rare catch, when you use Laurent's first crew board ability, which is to get meat, we have the chance of getting a second meat. When Raphael draws a 5+, which we're going to be using him more in combat now because he got that weapon. I think we'll take that for 4, so we've got 4 more to spend. So we just need to look at the 4s and the 3s. These 7s are all actually really awesome too. Or do I save it? I don't know if I want to save it up because I don't know how close we are to getting to the end of the game. Maybe I'll do this. I'll see how this goes as a thing. So I'll put it up on the board here. So I'm taking this one because I got Raphael that new weapon that has 5 accuracy. He's probably gonna be fighting more, and when he draws a 5+ during an attack, he deals an extra damage and gains a block, which is nice. So I'm going to put that here. And then I'm going to take this one for the captain, where she can have 3 fatigue tokens. And the other one, the third one, has no negative effect. Okay, so that was all 8 of the XP. So all that XP is spent. That's our 2 actions. It's the end of the turn now. We have to draw. It's a 1, so we're going to take a ship damage at location 3. Where's location 3? 3 is the sick bay. Okay, so it's back to us. I think I want to cook something now. We've only got 2 fatigue, and we've got 4 damage out there. Didn't I have tea or something? That was 2 fatigue. Well, the Moon Spice tea is 1 fatigue and remove a status. So maybe I'll hold off on cooking. Oh yeah, I have this tea right here. It's 1 command token for just 1 status. Maybe I should hold off on cooking until I get more fatigue tokens out there to make it more cost efficient. But what I should do is probably repair something with a command token. Let's repair the bridge. I don't know if the sick bay is that devastating. Unless I go there now. I mean, we're basically going to have like all the command tokens here in a minute. I got to start spending them on stuff. Let's go to the quarters. We can remove 2. Back to there, take 3. Draw an ability card. It's this same repair one, so another craft. It only costs 1 to load up onto something. I'm actually going to get rid of this. I have enough perception stuff. I want this extra craft. All right, now let's deal with this. Kyburn Attack. A huge Kyburn swoops down upon the ship. We can fight it off for a strength 8 or outrun it. You must move the ship 1 distance if we outrun it. Well, that's a bummer. I guess we could always come back. I mean, I was just going to explore at Pig Ribs anyway. Strength 8, though. I think we can do this. Let's just do the strength 8 so we don't have to move. I also want to do this. I want to get rid of that Sea Serpent card. So I was hoping on using my strength people for that. So craft 9, huh? Audrey's 3. Captain would add 1. We've got this. So we'd have to draw a 5 or a 6. Oh man, that's a lot. I guess we'll fight it off, unfortunately. So there's Marco and Raphael. But Raphael is now 4. 5, 6. So we need a 2. We drew a 4. So we fought it off. And now it is our turn. Before I start exploring, I'm wondering if I should now cook to get rid of some of this fatigue. 5 damage. Do you get anything else that heals 4? The biscuits and gravy heals 4 and 6 damage and a low morale. Sure, let's take advantage of that. So I'm going to use the cookbook to cook the biscuits and gravy for 1 less grain. So we're going to use 2 meat and 1 grain. And then I can get rid of 4 fatigue tokens and the rest of this damage and a low morale. Anything else I should do? When you cook a recipe while exploring, restore an extra 2 health. Oh, I should have healed more. Well, I can't. There's no more health for me to heal. While I have the command tokens, maybe I should fish to get a meat. Because I could go to the bridge and like pull that off of there. I mean, I guess I could get meat from here also. It'd be nice if I had a way to get vegetables or grain. I mean, I can always get it from the deck, from those tokens, right? I have the first aid kit also that I could use at some point when somebody has a damage. That'll get rid of this weakened and heal a damage. Okay, I'm just trying to look at ways other than putting these cards out because I'm going to lose them in like another turn. So we can get some more into the supply because right now there's only 2 in the supply. There's 2 to pull off over there though. Okay, so our actions. I'm going to explore, which actually means I'm going to get a command token from this at Pig Ribs 150. See if we can get some other quests here. If keyword nugget, no. If keyword imp, no. If keyword mushroom, no. Along the coast, an array of wooden docks and boathouses sits amid the titanic ribs of an ancient leviathan. I can visit the saloon for 1 coin. I could visit the assay office, which is free. I could go to a place if I have the keyword milk. I could go to another place if I have the keyword poison. Auction, clock, maneuver, expected phone, pink, no. Or I could leave. I guess we'll just go down the list. There's only 2 places we can go because we don't have milk or poison. And we also don't have nugget, imp, or mushroom. Nugget, imp, or mushroom. Do I see mushrooms anywhere? I mean, there's a rock that kind of looks like a mushroom. This is interesting. There's like a little thing on top of this hill. Lots of places to go look at in this game. So we're going to go down the list. Visit the saloon. Pay a coin. The saloon smells of sweat, tobacco, and sweet liquor. Sailors lean against the bamboo walls as an aged regular tells stories. Regular tells stories. The island to the north forever feels the wrath of the gods. Ages ago, the Pan Empire displeased the gods and were locked in a stormy tomb. All those who venture into the lightning are lost, he warns. Is this lightning? No, it just kind of looks like purple on the rocks. There's lightning storm here. He's probably just hiding his loot there and doesn't want anyone to go looking for it, one sailor jokes to another. Gain quest 20. Okay, so we got a quest. We heard of Thunder Cliffs. We heard a story in Pig Ribs about an uneasing thunderstorm to the north. Unceasing thunderstorm caused when the gods grew angry with a city there. I wonder if that is supposed to be like clouds and lightning on the map right there. We don't even have to travel. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong section. I should be here. I forgot that this thing is a... because I came from here over to here. Yeah, this is a border. My boat was in the wrong spot. There's also a market here. I don't have any money. Okay. Back to 150. So now we can visit the assay office, 150.2. If keyword imp, no. A one-eyed woman examines rock chunks through a loop. Looking for a job? I saw your ship, she says, licking one of the rocks. Seems like you might be able to handle this one, at least better than the last fools I sent down there. I own a mine along the southern coast with valuable oraculum ore inside. I sent a team of miners down there to get the ore, but now they've claimed the place and won't send me anything. I've tried to work with them, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to close this place down if things don't change soon. Gain quest 21. Old mine. Woman at the assay office in Pig Ribs asked us to look for ore in an old mine along the southern coast. It's got to be this one, right? So I don't know if this is the way to the temple or if this is the way to the temple. But since we now have a quest here, I might as well travel over to here and hit up both of these spots. Actually, I'm not going to travel yet because I'm already in the spot to explore this one, right? So why should I move away? I have one more action. I don't know what happens when this runs out. This is really only one ship damage, and for one command token I can repair for the moment. So maybe I'll worry about this a little later. This is also like a strength test to get rid of it. So those are going to stick around even past the flipping of the deck there. So everything else in this town of Pig Ribs, I keep wanting to say Pig's Rib. I don't know why. Pig Ribs needs keywords that I don't have. So I guess I'll return to the ship. So the next action is going to be another explore, and we will do 35, which is going to give me the last command token that is available. We're going to jump back to 35. If keyword thunder, yes, we just got that. Go to 35.4. Kasumi spots a stone pierhead sticking out of the edge of the mist, and you anchor the ship nearby. The air pounds with each crack of purple lightning as you approach the gray clouds gripping the coast. The stormy blasts are deafening at this range. Hike through the thunderclouds is a strength 10 check. If we fail, we lose 6 health. We gain 1 low morale and 1 weakened. Or we could leave. Well, no, we're going to do the strength 10 check. I think I'm going to I'll commit Raphael for 4, Captain for 2, so that's 6, and Marco for 2, that's 8. And we drew a 5, no problem. Go back to 35.1. With grim faces, the crew follows you into the nightmarish clouds. You feel the electrical energy buzzing in the air as you tread forward. All you can make out beyond the blinding flashes of lightning are sharp rocks lining your sandy path. Soon, a slate staircase branches to the right, leading into a dark cave. Something glints inside. So, search the stairs as a perception 5 check, or we can continue up the sandy path. A slate staircase branches to the right, leading into a dark cave. Something glints inside. Search the stairs for perception 5. Sure, we'll add Kasumi for 3, so we just need a 2. Okay, we got a 1. I'm going to use Kasumi's redraw 1s. And okay, we passed that. That was a 5. Uh, 35.3. Looks like someone was in a hurry, says Audrey, pointing to a stairway littered with gold coins. Gain 2 coins and 1 XP. Two coins and 1 XP. Turn to 35.2. The crew trudges forward, wet and afraid, without a word until the mists grow thin. Before you, in a sea of sunlight like liquid amber, is a great ruined city. Skeletons line the streets, their bones half burned or shattered, as if they'd been struck by lightning. You find a ruined chamber in the center of the city, where a wizened tree grows up through the broken roof. In the patched shadows, the tree shifts, then shudders, then stands. Combat 43 and 44. 43 and 44. So some kind of tree dude. 43 and 44. I'll just put this here for now. Let's get our 4 combat cubes. So our first combat, since we've gotten some more weapons, or another weapon at least. Root Demon. I just noticed something. This is a totem. Did I mark this off? Axe of the Cinderlands? I did. All right. Okay, so what do we got here on the left? Oofta. 3, 4, 5, 6 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 health. Regen 3. I don't like this guy. But we've got an easier to hit flying guy next to it. This one is Venom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd be nice if we could take that guy out so we don't have to worry about the Venom. Cover up the regen here. Well, How many turns do I got left? I've got 2 more turns. I'm just wondering if I want to start tossing cards for extra damage. Who should go first? We've got the Twin Daggers. That has a +4 accuracy. This is a 6 right now, and that's 3 damage. If I went 1, 2, 3, it just depends on if I thought I was going to take this thing out or not. 5 damage coming back, no blocking. That would take Audrey out unless I used an item to add some block. I mean, I do have Kanan with +3 and 4 damage, but his synergy token is just simply to let somebody flip again, which isn't bad for someone with low accuracy, I guess. I mean, I think we go with Raphael. Try to take advantage of his new card in case we draw 5. He's only got 2 damage though, so I probably want to give him some damage tokens actually. So I'll start with Laurent. Laurent has a 4 accuracy with 2 damage. And he can block 1. 2 damage and can block 1. He doesn't have to worry about the wings because his blow darts are ranged. So we're going to go on the Kyburn here. He only needs to draw 1. Yeah, so he only needs to draw 1, so he's going to hit no matter what. Ah, that's a 5. Not good timing for the 5 to come out. It's 2 damage. I'm going to block this Venom and these wings. Well, actually, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a command token on this card here. That gives me a damage that cannot be placed on enemy hearts. So I will count that as the wings one. I'm going to cover this Venom, this tail, and why not? Oops, I'll put a command token on this one. He has to take a damage to use that to cover this 2 damage spot. So other people who go here to attack will take less damage back. I actually wonder if I want to go like this, splash damage over that way, instead of worrying about the wings. I think that is what I'm going to do. So 3 damage coming back to Laurent. He blocks 1, so he's going to take 2. And I did cover a synergy spot. So who do I want to give more damage? What did I draw? Oh wait, I drew a 5. Oh no, that wasn't Raphael. Yeah. I think I'll give Raphael the damage. Let's go to Kasumi. She's at a +2. With 3 damage. I think I will also attack here. I think. Yes. So she's at +2. It's not ranged though, so she's going to at a 2 against a 6. I have ways of getting extra attack though. So she needs to draw 4. Is this 1 or 2 cards? It's 1 card, okay. Oh, she drew a 4. Okay, so she hits. She's got 3 damage. I'm going to cover the head for a synergy token and the body for 2. So that's 3. She has to take 3 coming back. And you know what? I'm just going to block it with the Serpent Snake Vest. Just block all of it. Her synergy token will also go to Raphael. Should I give them to Raphael or should I give them to the captain? Because the captain can come in with then 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to switch that. I'm not going to give these to Raphael. I'm going to give them to the captain. Now I am going to attack with Raphael, though. He's at a +5 against 6 because he's not attacking at range. So he just needs to draw a 1. He drew a 4. He does 2 damage with his braided whip. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to get 2 command tokens at the start of combat, but there are no more command tokens for me to take. So that really doesn't matter. So the 2 damage would just go here, and this one would be wiped out. So no damage coming back because we wiped the thing out. Was there a synergy spot there? No, there wasn't. Darn, I was kind of hoping I had that in my plan, but oh well. Now I will attack with the captain. So she's at a 1 against a 7, so she needs a 6. Actually, this is not good. I'm going to attack with Mac. Mac has 2 damage. And she's at 5 with this card here. And she can use a command token to get an extra damage. So, okay, so she's at a 5 against a 7. She needs a 2. She drew a 3, so she hits. And I just knocked over my discard pile of fate cards, ability cards, dual purpose cards. Okay, so 3 damage. If I use a command token on here, I'm going to cover this regen spot, and then the head is 2 and a synergy spot. So we'll give the +2 here to the captain. So we need 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage total. 3, 4 damage coming back. She's got 5 health. She can take it. So we'll just take the 4 health. That's the end of the round. So now he's going to attack for 4 damage. Gregory will take the 4 damage from the root demon. I think I can spread that out, right? I know I have to apply all of the spillover damage when someone gets knocked out to one person. Where is combat? Combat setup, combat rounds, attacking, damage and health. Let's see. After all the players have used their tokens, the remaining enemies attack the crew and activate their end-of-round abilities. The active player decides which crew are attacked by each enemy card. Damage from an enemy card must all go to one crew member. Yeah, okay. So good thing I read it. We'll go there. I probably have screwed that up before. Okay, so we get our tokens back. So we need to do 8 damage. Let's go with Kanan is at 3 accuracy against a 7. He drew a 5, so that's 8. So he's got 4 damage to do. I will go, this is not a great setup, but that's okay. So 1, 2, 3, and then I just can't do the other one. I don't want to cut off the damage that the captain can do. with 1 attack. He blocks 1, and then he has to take 3. And then I covered up a synergy spot, so his synergy token can go to the captain. Now we have the captain attack. So she's at a 4 against a 1 against a 7. So she needs 6. So she drew a 5. We have max +2, which takes her over the 7. She's got 4 base damage and extra damage here from Laurent and from Kasumi. We could have redrawn if we needed to, but we don't need to. So we've got 3, 4. We have plenty of damage to take this guy out. All right, 43 and 44. Put this away. Um, 35.5. With an echoed groan, the tree falls to the earth, another skeleton to fill the streets of the city. A ghostly woman appears above it, dressed in ragged pant-style robes. We've not had visitors in some time, she says. As she speaks, you feel the air around you grow colder. Did you live here once? Asked Mac, unfazed. What happened? Long ago, we plotted to destroy the tyrant gods, says the ghost, but they discovered our plans and cursed our city with an unceasing storm. I keep saying uneasing. Take up our quest to destroy them. Avenge my fair city. Tell the ghost you just want to go home, or tell the ghost you will destroy the gods. I feel like we should just agree with the ghost. So we will tell them we will destroy the gods. Of course, this could be a terrible idea as well. The ghost nods. A noble cause and a selfless one. I will help you, she says. You must seek out our capital city of Pan and continue the work that we started many years ago. I will tell you how to find it. Uh-oh. The cards were slowly falling over. And I will travel with you. My name is Vime, and I will be your guide. The ghost joins you and wants to be your guide. Gain 5 coins. Okay, that's going to help because we're a little beaten up. Not too bad, I guess. 2 vegetables. A couple of veggies, which will help with our cooking. 4 XP. So we're up to 5. We could get another card. And adventure card 39. Whoa. For 2 command, 3 savvy. Complete quest 20. And gain quest 34. Vime's work. A ghost named Vime was guiding us to the City of Ashes. We told her we wanted to help her destroy the gods. Okay, City of Ashes. I think I have seen the City of Ashes on the map. What is this? 35. Let's cross off 35. The City of Ashes. Oh yeah, we went there. That was up over by where the volcano and stuff was. Well, if we go back over to the strait, maybe we'll have time to go up there. I'm not sure. We haven't gotten anything that sent us down into any of the Tides of Ruin stuff. The expansion stuff. Maybe you're just supposed to go down there like to one of those cities and check stuff out. Return to the ship. Okay, so that's the end of the turn. So now well, before I end the turn, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fatigue tokens out there, and I could use a little bit of healing. Can I make the biscuits and gravy? I do not have any grain, so that is a bummer. So the next best thing is the stew. My cookbook has been used though, so it's going to be more efficient to wipe these tokens off first. So we'll go into the next turn. I'm going to go to the bridge. So when does this gain 1 command when you use the bridge trigger? I don't know. I've been doing it when I gain my command tokens. So I'm clearing off command tokens. Oh, should I have used one to heal anything? Oh wait, I'm not done with the turn. I have to test this sea serpent thing. It's a 3. So we would take a ship damage to area 3, which is the sick bay. So the sick bay is currently unused. So if that's the case, did I have a thing? I can't remember. Whatever, I'll just do it now. So removing all of these, I get 3 for going to the bridge. I think I'm going to try to get rid of this thing. Let me see what I have to do with this card here first, I guess. I do get to draw an ability card. I'm just going to put that back. I really don't need that right now. So that's everything with the ship action. Now we go to this event deck. Ruthless Traders. Pirate traders from the south demand to do business with you. They threaten to fire cannons if you refuse. Oh boy. Make a trade for Cunning 8. Or ignore them, draw fate. If a 3 through 6, take 3 ship damage. So on a trade, I could lose a coin and gain 2 meat. 2 meat for a coin is not that bad. Cunning 8. I've got 1 that I can do here. 3 on the captain. And 2 on Mac. All right, we'll do the trade. So that's 3, 4, 5. So we need a 3. Ooh, it's a 3. So we lose a coin and we gain 2 meat. So yeah, that was the last card for this time through the event deck. So I am going to cook. I'm going to use the cookbook to make some stew. I'll use 2 meat and a vegetable. With the stew, I can heal. Oops. I can heal 4 fatigue. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 health. Did I take a fatigue off of Laurent? I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 health. Nothing else. Oh wait, when I cook the recipe, I can heal 2 extra health. Let's heal Mac because of my outdoor cooking gear. That's supposed to be when you're exploring. So I'll just say that I do the cook. Am I going to be exploring? I'm going to travel and explore. Yeah, so I'm going to force myself to explore this time because that actually has to trigger when you explore. So that will just happen in the future in a minute. I'm going to repair. Am I going to repair the sick bay? No, I don't really use the sick bay. I also want to get rid of the sea serpent, though. No, it's fine. Let's do a travel. It doesn't really matter. I only need to go one space. It's a 2. We're going here. I have to deal with this. Do I care about that? It's a savvy 5. 2 command tokens to get 3. This is 1 command token to get 2. Let's draw it first. So it's a 5 check. I drew a 3. I will spend 1 command token here to get 2 more. So I don't have to worry about the ship damage. Okay, I'm going to explore this. I'm thinking that this is the mine that the person was talking about. When I explore, I get a command token. And we go to 45. This is our second action. 45. Oh man, I hope I don't get into a combat and then the end of the event deck is another combat. We're starting with a short deck, the third one if that's the case. If keyword mine, go to 45.5. Yes, that's the mine. A wreckage of rusty tools and carts sits near the mine entrance, and broken lanterns line the shaft walls inside. As you examine some of the ore, a troop of miners emerges. You come from Pig Ribs? Ask one of the miners, a weather-beaten man with a shiny forehead. Millie sent you, I'll bet. She says your contract is up, Mac replies. She would say that, says the man. This mine belongs to us, always has. She's just mad that we won't sell to her anymore. A high-pitched chittering fills your ears, and 2 imp creatures with obsidian eyes leap from the darkness. The miners scatter, crying out in surprised terror. They've come back. The demons are back. So we can either gather some of the ore in chaos and escape, or we can defend the miners. I'm really good at combat now. Perception 8 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just don't know what's going to happen with the end of the event deck there. Do I want to get into some combat? I don't think I would fail the check. I mean, most of my good fighters are like at full health. Okay, let's defend the miners, I guess. 33 and 35. Or do I just want to run? Now let's do it. 33, 35. Oh, I really hope it's not another fight at the end of the event deck. This could be dumb. Okay, Cinder Cave Chanter. This looks like a pretty easy fight, actually. 2, 4, 5, 6 health on this guy. 3 damage coming back. Now this guy's got a little bit more health and a lot of damage coming back. Holy cow. 4, 6, 8, 9 damage coming back. So we need to cover up these damage spots, which means I probably want Marco to be able to give his synergy token to somebody who's going to be doing some damage over here. I'm not going to worry about this in Chanter. Or Cave Chanter, not Enchanter, Cave Chanter. Because if I get rid of this guy first, his adjacent regen thing isn't even going to do anything because there's nobody adjacent to him. Marco only does 1 damage. He can block 3. With this ability here, he does his damage first. 10 coming in. Six, 3, 4. Well, Marco's going to go first. Maybe not. Maybe I should take this guy out first. Four. If I block that. Who can do a bunch of damage? The captain can do 4. She can do 3. We've got 4 here. She can do 3. Yeah, I'm still going to have Marco go first, I guess. And I will have... So he's at a 1 against a 5, and he's got to pull a 4. Oh, he drew a 6. So he's going to hit... He can only do 1 damage, so I'm going to cover up this 2, which unlocks his synergy token. But I think I'm going to use this extra damage here. So he'd be taking 4, 5, 6, 7 back, but he can block 3 of it. So he'd only be taking 4. No, I'm not actually going to use that yet, because he can take 4 damage and not be knocked out. So who do we give his synergy token to? Maybe Mac? She'd be coming in with a 5, no, only 2 damage. I need a lot of damage. Kanan? Picked up the wrong one. So she'd be, Kanan, he would be coming in with 6 damage. He'd be taking 3 back, so he'd get knocked out. With this, he could cover up. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, he needs 7 damage to block all that. I guess I could use that up there. Or I could use his 6 damage to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. I'd have to use 1 from up there, which I think is fine. I guess we'd have to take some damage, right? So yeah, Kanan's going to go... or do I do that? No, I think I'll save Raphael for this guy over here. Yeah. Okay, so Kanan is going to go. He's at 3 against a 5. So he's got to get a 2. Okay, so this is a 3. So he hits. He's got +2 damage that he has to put on non-heart spaces. And I'm going to use that one there that costs him a health to get an extra damage. So he's coming in with 7 damage, and 2 of it has to go on non-heart spots. So we'll start here for 1 non-heart spot. So that's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and 2 of them went on non-heart spots. And he did cover a synergy spot. So his synergy token can go out, but we gotta have 4 damage coming back. He blocks 1, so 3 damage coming back. He can only take 1. And then Gregory has room for 3 more. He's at 5 out of 6. Okay, we got to do 4 damage now. Where do I want his token to go? I think we think about next turn. Or just this turn, fine, this turn. We'll give it to the captain. She's going to go. She's at a 1 against a 5. She needs a 4. Oh, she drew a 6. So her 4 damage will go here, and this guy is wiped out. So we've got 1 cube left. We don't have to worry about any of this after turn stuff. I think we go with the captain again. With her 4 damage. So she's at 1 against a 6. She needs a 5. Oh, she drew a 5. So she has 4 base damage. Oh, could I get her? Let's see. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Can I get her to 7? I need 1 more damage. Yes. So this is how we do it. So she has a base of 4. We use a command token here. May not be placed on hearts. So we're going to put that here. So she still has 4. 5. Oh, nope. How did I count that wrong? I need 1 more. Can I get 1 more? No. So I guess we'll put that 1 there. We'll still use it to block some damage. And then she has 4, so that's 2, 4. Okay, end of the round. We have to have 2 damage coming back somewhere onto Audrey. Okay, next round. Oh, I forgot. Kanan has to take a fatigue token when he uses that weapon. Let's just go with Raphael. He's at a +5. So anything he draws, he drew a 2. So he hits. Oh, wait, he's not the best one to use. His damage is not that great. I need somebody with 4 damage. Okay, I'm going to say that was the captain. We drew a 2, which would be a miss. So we're going to use this token to redraw anyway. She needs a 4. So she drew a 2. And I'll use these goggles. Oops, that's not the right thing. Or no, I'll use the Amulet of the Fox for another +2. Wait. No, this guy's a 6. She needs 3. So instead of using that, I guess I'll redraw first. No, I'll just do this. Here and here. For 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes him out. $33 and $35. Were those the right 2 cards? Yes. They were. 33 and 35. Oh, I hope it's not combat. Next turn. Even a test. We got a lot of command tokens out there. 5 here. All right, back to the book. 45.1. Nope, that's 44. 45.1. The imps retreat into the darkness, and the miners gather around you. Their leader extends a hand. Thank you, strangers. My name is Gum. Millie is my wife, but it's been ages since she had the nerve to come down here. A few years ago, the old miners broke through into the Cinder realm. Imps from there have infested everything, but we keep mining just the same. Tell Gum you don't believe him and take some ore back to Millie, or tell Gum that you believe him. You believe his claim on the mine. I guess we'll believe him. 45.4. No, wait, that's if you don't believe him. 45.3. You're good people, says Gum, slapping you on the back. You know, if you want to try another old mine, there's one on the island to the west. Island to the west. I don't see one. I don't see one easily. Unless it's this, and it's back here. Gum draws out a map on some parchment and gives you a few coins for your trouble. Gain 3 coins. And it also said gain 1 material. 2 XP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 XP. Complete quest 21 and gain quest 118. So 21. 118. Oh yeah, okay. Gum told us about another mine in the jungle on the island to the west. It's on the western coast, but watch out for bats. Okay, yeah. It's probably this one right here. Okay, so I think we'll deal with the end of the event deck stuff now. I probably want to go back to port. It's probably not very efficient, but I probably want to go back and heal up and stuff before dealing with this. I'm going to lose all my abilities and stuff, so I probably need to rebuild a little bit before I try to deal with that. If that's even the right spot. I don't know if it's there or there to get to what I think is the temple here. I still have this stupid sea serpent too. And while I can, I'm going to use a repair just to repair this. So I think I'll go to the quarters. I'll take off of here, and I'll take off of here, and I get 3. And I technically get an ability card. which I'll just put back here. Now event deck depleted, 1.2. On a blood-red horizon, the silhouette of a ship appears. It approaches, quick and angry, and soon you hear the battle roar of its crew, a mass of creatures with bull heads and eyes like embers. The Mythans have found you. Uh-oh. Your ship shudders as they leap onto the deck. An armored Mythan lunges over the gunwale. His 4 arms wield a rusty pike, a curved saber, a trident, and a flail. He got 4 arms? He stands at twice the height of the others, who await his orders while brandishing myriad weapons of cruelty. The giant Mythan flails his nostrils and snorts at you. You will not awaken Orphash. We will kill you and drop your bones into the deepest abyss. I've got 2 options. I can fight the Mythans, which is a level 17. I think that's the highest one we've ever done. Or I can ask why they don't want the god Orphash to awaken as a cunning 8 test. We're obviously going to do that. That's 3. 4, 5. We've got 6 there. Let's go here. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, nope, he's weakened. I probably screwed that up earlier. I think I used him for something. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6. So we just need to draw 2. No, you know what I'm going to do? I probably should have... I'm going to do this now because I think I used him earlier. And I'll lose that command token also. So 2, 4, I'm at a 7. So it doesn't really matter what I draw, but I got to shuffle this. It is cunning, right? I guess I should have been thinking about the ones that I drew that I just tossed if I wanted to keep them for next time. And now these good ones that I like that are going to go back are, since I'm shuffling now, it's going to be a while before they make it back in. Some interesting things to think about when you play. There are a lot of abilities that are, and when you only play like once every day or two, it is kind of hard to keep track of everything. All right, so we just need a 1, but we drew a 6. Great, what a waste of a time to use that. 1.4. Mac bows before the huge Mythan. Tell me, great leader, is your own creator, Orphash, so unloved by his children? Why not allow us to wake him? The Mythan roars in disgust. We are not his children, but his prisoners. While Orphash sleeps, we are free of his chains and powerful above all creatures on the land or sea. We will not suffer your interference. Gain 2 XP and remove 1 low morale. I don't have any low morales, but 2 XP. Okay. Convince the Mythan leader that you're on his side. Requires the keyword path. I don't have path. Bribe the Mythans and ask him to leave you alone. Pay 5 coins. Or attack the Mythans. Is that level 17 combat? If I fail this, the fail condition is If you're playing normal mode, we go to 1.3. Restore all crew health. Discard 6 event cards after making the new event deck. So we would lose all of the basic events. Level 17, I don't know. I don't think I have enough like health to spread around. I'm just going to bribe them, I guess. That's not my favorite choice, but I still have enough to go to port. I have 9 actual money and an artifact. So I'll bribe them 5 coins. Go to 27. This payment offends me, snorts the Mythid. Seize this ship and sink it. I still have to do the combat anyway. Okay, that's a bummer. I just lost 5 coins and I have to do this fight. All right. Where was I at? 27. 1, 2, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 4, and 5. That's the things that you learn on your first playthrough and never do again. All right. Let's use a die to set these up from left to right. 3 and 6, we just re-roll. 4. Another 4. 1. And then I'll go odd, even. So odd, even. So I think a couple of these we saw in the very first battle of the game. So this Crusher dude does a lot of damage. We don't have a lot of command tokens at the moment either. So who has a bunch of stuff that they can do extra damage with by discarding cards? Audrey does. But not on her good weapon. All right, so this Mythic Brute we can get rid of in 1 attack. The Mythic Guard we can get rid of in 1 attack. The Mythic Chief gives an adjacent character +2 damage. In order to take him out in 1 hit would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can we get somebody up to 6 damage with synergy tokens? The captain can discard this for 5. And that up there could go on this spot here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She would need a 5 to hit though. Let's start with Mac. So Mac is got 5 here. She's going to attack this brute who has a 6. So she's going to hit. Oh, what a waste of another 6. We can put a command token here for her to be able to do 3 damage. Just going to go right down the middle here, covering the synergy spot, giving her extra hit to the captain. Takes no damage back because the creature is dead. Oh, the captain has this dumb thing. I should have got 2 command tokens at the start of combat. So the captain needs an extra damage from somewhere. Laurent can do 2 damage. Then he would essentially be taken out. But he could discard this for, he could do a total of 4. Just take this guy out right here. Yeah, let's do that. So Laurent with his darts has is starting at 4. This guy has a 5, so he just needs 1 damage. Ooh, and it's a 1. Perfect. So he starts with 2 damage. Oh, it's the wrong type. Ah, crap. I was looking at this savvy up here, not this perception down here. Oh well. So we get 2 damage from his blow darts. We're still going to attack the same guy. So here and here. So that his synergy token can go to the captain. So now she would have 4, 5, 6, 7. -1 is 6, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Now Laurent has to take 4 damage back. Right? But he can block 1 because he attacked at range. So he's taking 3 damage back, which is exactly the 5. But we will block 1 of it with our Bigfoot the dog. So he still has 1 hit point left. Now we're going to use the captain against the Myth in Chief. So she's at 1 and he's a 6, so she needs 5 total. So this is a 3. She uses max token for a +2. So she hits. And she's going to discard this card for a damage. So now she's at 6 damage. We'll put a command token here. That cannot go on heart spots, that's fine. That's 7 damage. She's got the fatigue that takes it down to 6. So it's 1, 2, that's our non-heart spot. 3, 4, 5, 6. The Myth in Chief is gone. Now we just need to do 2 damage here. Let's just use Mac again. So she's at a 5. This guy's a 5. It doesn't really matter what we draw. Okay, that's fine. It was a 2. And her 2 damage covers there and there. Oh wait, Laurent's synergy token has to go back. Yeah. And this one is gone. All right, so now here's the bummer. It's the end of the round. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage coming back. I think we're going to block 3. And then we'll just put 5 on Raphael. So now it's the start of a new round. Who has good damage? I don't have the right cards on people to be able to discard to do extra damage. And this Crusher has a 6. I mean, unless I use different weapons, right? Which I think I will do. 1, 2. I think I will use Raphael, and I think I'm going to use his hammer, which is a +3, and it has a base of 2 damage, because I want to be able to discard these strength cards to add more damage. Is that what I'm going to do? Yeah, I guess. We're just going to be hurting after this battle. So he's at a 3 against a 6. He needs to draw a 3. Okay, we drew a 4, so he hits. We're going to discard 2 strength cards because his hammer benefits from strength to make it 4 damage total. And I think we'll cover this leg spot for 2, 3, 4. And then his synergy token can go to somebody. How about Kasumi for extra block? She can do 3 damage. All right. Now he has to take 5 damage back. He can only take 2 though. And then we got to put 3 somewhere else. We'll just knock out Gregory and Marco, because that puts Gregory at his maximum and Marco at his maximum. I'm going to take these 5 off of Kanan. Put that on there. So let's go with Kasumi. She's at a 2 against a 6. She needs a 4. That's a 5, so she hits. She can do 3 damage. I think I'm going to go onto the body for 2. The arms for 1. Not very efficient, but she's not going to use her block yet. Or is she? Yeah, she'll use the block she got from Raphael. And then her synergy token. You know what? Maybe I'll do this and this for the 3. So then her synergy token doesn't go anywhere. It's 5 damage. She blocks 2 of it. She takes 3. And now we need to do 4 damage. So let's just have the... Oh, wait, the captain is at a -1. There's no cunning for Audrey. Well, Mac can do 2 damage and block 1. Mac's gonna go. She's at a +5. This guy's a 6, so just needs to draw a 1. She drew a 2. And she's doing 2 damage. We'll go here and this damage spot so that her extra attack. I mean, might as well just have Raphael attack, right? Did he draw a 5? I wasn't paying that close of attention. 3 damage coming back. She has 1 block with her saber here, so only 2 damage. Then we'll have Raphael attack again, so he's at a 5 plus 2 from that, so it doesn't really matter what he draws. He wasted a 6 and covers the last spot with no damage coming back. He drew a 6. He did draw a 6 that time, so he would have done extra damage too because of his power. All right. I better be able to get my coins back. I mean, I just wiped them out. I should be able to just rummage through their stuff and get my stuff back. Should have just fought them to begin with. Now we're really hurting. What was that? That was 27, so 1.3. The remaining Mythins grunt in defeat and return to their ships, sailing into darkness. The Mythins retreat. I didn't get anything? Are you kidding? Make a new event deck with unused event cards from the box. Draw 6 deadly cards, 6 perilous cards, 6 mild cards. Place the new deck on the shipboard. Mark that you've made it through the second event deck. Now all crew members must discard any ability cards they have equipped. Any level cards remain. So I guess these probably just go back to the supply. All of these come off of here. Level card, level. Stuff goes in there. All right, this will be the last thing that we do. So we got to go through this deck one more time before the end of the series. So I've got quite a few people that are passed out from fighting. We've got a bunch of fatigue tokens. So I think we go back to port. Let's get some ability cards on some people. Clear off those cards of their command tokens. Try to get rid of this stupid sea serpent. And I don't know about the nesting monster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the bad ones. 6 of the medium ones. So losing that fight would have been pretty bad because we would have just started with only 12 cards and we would have started right on the medium level. We would have lost the benefit of whatever we're going to get from the mild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The mild cards. Whatever they're called, basic cards. No, they're called mild. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so there we go. This is going to be our new event deck one more time through, and our first journey around the Wandering Seas of Sleeping Gods will be done. Okay, I hope you're enjoying this Sleeping Gods series on the channel. I hope you enjoy everything I post up on the channel, and I will see you in the next one.